Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good morning, Crusaders players. We actually had the logo work this morning. We're pretty happy about that.
Yeah. After we talked about it not working. So maybe we just have to smack talk it every time.
Yeah, totally. Looks like some of our regulars are bright and early. So JS Random Numbers, Leptimus, Scrooge McScourge, Vingummy. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
So this is your Crusaders live stream coming to you from our codename offices in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, which is actually warmish out today. It's starting to be spring. It was definitely a cherry blossom-filled morning.
Yeah, those are finally starting to come around, which is always nice.
So I'm Erica, the live services manager for Crusaders and the community manager for Codename, and this is Kat, the lead artist on Crusaders.
Hi.
Obviously the Valentine's event ended on Wednesday, so I hope you got all your Valentine's Crusaders and all the chests you wanted. And today we're going to actually be teasing the St. Patrick's Crusader.
Yeah. I'm real jazzed about his design. So. Excuse me while I... Okay.
And it looks like we've got some more regulars in chat. We see Cassius and DTape467. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
And then we have Dubravka and Boone77.
It's okay if I just...
Yeah. All right, your reference.
No! There we go.
Picture viewer, how could
Everything's
you put
fine.
arrows?
Okay.
And it looks like Boone had a question about the code, which is bonus donut day fun. I was inspired because Clive, who is taking the place of CNE Margaret this morning to capture our questions from chat, ordered donuts from Empire Donuts of all places. So that's the good donut place in town. And instead of just Tim Hortons donuts, because Adam rolled 6 sixes on the dice.
Today?
Yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
there's going to be a dozen yummy donuts coming to the office for everyone to share.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They are the best donuts.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite? Other flavors?
I think I like their peach fritter when they offer it. But that's not all the time, right?
Right.
I think the Earl Grey.
Me too. I
Earl
really
Grey
like that one.
frosting. Yeah.
It's so good.
We've got our first question. Scrooge McScourge is asking, when does the St. Pat's event start? That'll be around next Thursday, March 5th. Should be on time. Kevin's finishing it up today, or Monday, which is pretty cool. Linver's here today. Good morning. And Remos. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. In case you missed it, we did a mini Taskmaster update on Wednesday. You can now have 5 Taskmasters assigned to clicking monsters. So the bonus from the 5th Taskmaster out will be you get 6 clicks per second per Taskmaster. So that increases your clicks per second from the Taskmasters by an extra 10 instead of just an extra 5, which is pretty cool. And the bigger one is that the Taskmasters can now click your buff cards for you. So you can just assign them to the buff cards you always want to stay on, and the Taskmasters will click them whenever they expire, and they don't get cleared on reset from being assigned to your buff cards. So that's pretty cool. They'll just automatically turn those buffs back on once you've reset the world. Siri? Are the game servers having trouble? As soon as the stream started, I started having trouble connecting. Oh boy. Clive, could you follow up with Kevin about the servers and check they're okay? Thanks, Clive. Looks like Blasphemer 2016 is here. Hello!
Hey.
Thanks for coming. They were asking what the inspiration for Gooby was.
It was your request to just have like a little ball guy.
Well, I said Kirby style blob, and
Kirby style blob. That's what you said.
Turned into round.
Right.
thing with a tongue.
Oops. Oh. Water bottles. I did have a sketch in the Taskmaster doc when I opened it up to do that guy of a very round frog, and it had that tongue animation. So I was like, I'll just take this because I didn't want to do. Actually, I did a sketch for like a little Kirby puff.
Right.
But everybody liked the tongue more, so I went with the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically Kirby and a frog.
Oh, it's all just game dying. Oh, I wish I was out there to see the server monitor.
Oh no. Kevin, you're our only hope. I have a very specific, like, image in mind. And I sort of figured this out as soon as I had the design done for him. Which, you'd think it'd be like, great, I know exactly what I'm drawing. But now it's like, no, now it has to be right.
Oh, no.
So, bear with me.
Someone said he looked like a giant, but that's just because the perspective you're choosing to draw it.
Yeah.
This is in your style, so it's
Yeah. And I'm not doing full body this time. I'm just doing sort of a waist up thing. Plans. I have them.
JS Random Numbers is asking a question that's not about the servers.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Are talents still estimated to come early March, or might they be delayed to mid-late March? They will be delayed to late March, so after the St. Pat's event. Yay, the game came back.
Good.
100 beep. Erica, do I play Crusaders? If so, what level am I at? Well, level doesn't really indicate anything, I guess.
What's your highest area, maybe?
Highest area, well, I do have up to E800 unlocked. I don't think I've actually pushed to the max area for that, because I'm just scooting through and doing the objectives that I didn't automatically finish with dev power. So I'm trying to like play the game legit without the dev power for most of the things. With all the talents bought, because dev idols.
So a little bit of dead power.
Yeah, dev power there, but not on completing the objectives. So I'm just... most of the tier 4s are done, so... Or, no, tier 3s are done. I'm working on tier 4 versions. Frey Attack is asking, recently a 5th Taskmaster spot was added. Does having 5 do anything aside from more click? Yeah, it increases the clicks per second that the Taskmasters are doing, so instead of 20 clicks per second from having 4 Taskmasters out, you get 30 clicks per second for having 5 Taskmasters out. Skig, can you provide a way for us to convert Kong creds to in-game currency for future use? When the game goes off Kong, we won't be able to use our Kong creds anymore. Does that mean you only play Crusaders on Congregate these days? Like, I know they have lots of other games that sell things. We don't currently have plans to make an in-game currency that you could buy for real money. We wanted to just stick with the chests and the other purchases. That is something to consider for our Kong players. I don't know. I don't think that... I'll raise it with the team. They're saying, all hail Kevin the Great for fixing the servers.
Yes.
Looks like Creed's doing a drive-by. Hi, Creed.
Hey,
Thanks
Creed.
for popping in. They check back to see what your finished sketch will be at the end to sneak peek the Crusader.
Fair enough.
Because you haven't given the art for Kevin to put in the game, so that data miners can't scrape the art yet.
None for you. Soon enough.
Soon enough, yeah. Linvers is asking, when will Crusaders be going off from Kong? When Flash dies? So, unless, like, there's still browsers that allow Flash to run, but we haven't had an official statement from Kong about what happens with all their games yet. Hopefully they'll release one sooner than later so we can plan. Cisco 51, new talents today. Not today, they'll be after the St. Patrick's event is done. Arcadio SNZ. Hello, Kat and Erica. Hello.
Hello.
Do you guys plan to add an in-game feature to let players see other players' gear levels, idle numbers, things like an MMO game, which have ranking lists? We don't plan on ever having leaderboards in Crusaders. Sarah's Bob. Is there confirmation on if this will continue working in Facebook Game Room? We know our Bushwhacker 2 developer Nick has had some concerns about that because he wants his Bushwhacker players to keep playing as well. And as far as his communications with Facebook have turned up, it sounds like Game Room will support Flash because it's a downloadable client. So,
that's good.
It should still be, Crusaders should still be playable by that measure. Oh, it looks like Skig said, yeah, they only play Crusaders on Congregate these days. Yeah, we can talk to the higher-ups about what to do for cred people. Or just, like, get closer to December, stop buying creds, I guess. And if they're from free offers, then it's not really worth our time to convert them. 100 beep. Oh, I'd love leaderboards. Why don't we want them? Well, because it's a single-player game, and then we'd have to monitor for cheaters, because you can cheat in idols and other things, and so we'd have to be a lot more stricter with banning people and double-checking everything was actually legit games. So, it's not something we feel like we want to do right now. Casadega, noob question, is the only way to get additional Crusaders through events. I know I'll figure it out as I progress, but the documentation in the game isn't clear about how additional Crusaders are gained. There are 3 ways to get Crusaders, I'd say. You got your events, and those will unlock the event Crusaders, if you manage to play them. And then we have the Tier 1 11th objectives for all the campaigns, so those unlock another 9 Crusaders that way. So you gotta just clear all the Tier 1 objectives for a campaign, that'll unlock the 11th one, and then if you complete the 11th one, that gets you the Crusader. Those Crusaders find their equipment through the normal silver and jeweled chests, so that's pretty cool. And then if you miss an event, after you've completed at least 10 missions in the mission system, you get access to the Crusader Unlock missions, which allow you to, starting at the bottom right now, Tier 1 Crusaders from events you've missed and don't currently own will show up every 10 days, I think. So yeah, and then once you own both Tier 1 Crusaders for an event, then the Tier 2 ones will show up, etc., etc. Someone saying I'd be at the top of the leaderboard with my dev idols. I didn't cheat in as many as Vingummy currently has. He would actually be on top. But yeah, I would have to remove myself from the leaderboards as well. I think I need to steal the mouse for a sec.
Go ahead.
Move the reference picture.
Yeah.
Blasphemer 2016. I think you should have a Canadian-themed superhero crusader for Superhero Spring. Maybe something along the lines of Nathan Fillion's Canada Man. Maybe as a skin for Metal Soldierette, like the Maple Mistress.
There is a Canuck Man. I just remember from my comic class, I think Ken, my teacher, Ken Stacy, either that was one of the first comics he collected or he worked on it. I always forget. Because he's worked on a bunch of things. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it was basically Canada's version of Captain America. And so he was all red and white and had a giant maple leaf on his chest. He looked very silly.
But we kind of wanted to do Wonder Woman for Superhero Spring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder Woman adjacent. Is probably the plan.
And I was totally down for the Death Poodle skin for Death Puddle. So... yeah. But we can keep a Canadian-themed Crusader in mind.
And there's two... Well, I guess the other superhero is... Gardeners.
You wanted to do plant-based.
I do like doing more plants.
But...
yeah, I don't know.
We can go back to superheroes for that one. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
There are so many ideas, so little time.
Yeah.
You know.
HP Devout one is probably asking an Idle Champions question, but I do know the answer... Do all feats drop from gold chests, or some only can get by gems? When you're looking at the feats a champion has, you'll see the ones that cost gems, and then the ones that drop from chests will have a chest symbol beside them, so it's a mix. I think some of the better ones are just bought outright for gems, but then some are from opening tons of gold chests. Linakos28, thank you for the gifts. You're welcome. Glad you liked the code today. I only play on armor games. When Flash dies, will I be able to go to Steam? Will I have to start from the beginning? You can link accounts already in the game. That was a very popular request when we launched on Steam. You just need to play through the tutorial on wherever you want to link your account to, and then the linked account option will show up in the settings menu. So then you would generate the code from your Armor Games account, and you would paste the code into your Steam version of the game, and you can continue playing the same progress. Skig, can you make Poison Ivy Crusader for Gardeners of the Galaxy? I guess that would be a plant, and technically
maybe
a comic person.
Yeah, we'll see, maybe.
Yeah.
That is a... yeah.
Yeah.
I just like doing original things so much more than parodies, you guys. But I know. These are kind of like the two parody events that... I mean, clearly people still like the things that come out of them. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see.
Scrooge McScourge. I'm doing Bullet Hell right now. A really fun mission with all the projectiles flying. E600 soon. Cool. And Pastuso says, nice hat, Cat.
Thank you.
Fingummy, could we get more normal collect stuff achievements like open silvers, open jewel chests, and more reset the world achievements? That is a good idea. I think I have a couple of those in my I wish I could add these achievements to the game. But it's just a matter of getting time with Kevin for actually putting those in, because it's a bunch of data entry, and then testing the ones that would require testing if they're any special. Arcadio SNZ, do you guys plan on reworking more Crusaders, just like Cindy, Hermit, Carl? Because most are pretty useless once you unlock the higher ones, and they sit on the bench and are mostly used for missions. Yeah, I do have a bunch of ideas for the St. Pat's Crusaders to give them a fresh up, if we get to them. Hopefully we will. And we'll just go over the Crusaders as we have time. Blasphemer 2016. Death Poodle would be great. I'd like Head Pool too. Just let Cat get as gory as she possibly can get. Head Pool. I guess that's referencing to one of his like regens. situations. Like he's headless and just a growing little baby head on his neck or something.
I do enjoy gore, but I've definitely tried to keep that to a minimum for this game. Just because of, like, I think of all the things, especially all the things that I'm into, that's probably the most alienating. And, you know, we want all sorts of people to enjoy this game.
And Warwick93 says, hi, would like to wish everyone a wonderful weekend.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend yourself.
Yeah.
Frey Attack. Are there plans to increase the rate at which event currency gets dropped? As it is now, even if we are strong enough, there is no time to do all the objectives, and we have to wait a year for the rest. So I assume that's from a new player perspective. I think the plan was you only ever could do, like, 1 to 3 tiers in an event at a time if you were a new player walking in. But because, like, we did lower the event currency costs of some of the older objectives, starting with tier 5 events. But if you are finding yourself short on event currency, you can use time warps to get more, because they drop event currency when the event is running. And once you're strong enough to have the Head Start talent purchased, that's an extra 2,500 currency as well. Oh no, Blasphemer says head pool would just be a head.
Or that.
Or that.
Hopping around.
Well,
splat. Splat.
Oh boy.
There are many options.
Yeah. They're asking for the St. Patrick's Crusader name. He'll be called Tiernan. He's based on a bunch of Irish mythology, right?
Yeah. Irish and like further back Celtic stuff. It's a lot of sort of cobbling together of various things. It's not based on something in particular. And it's all just like Wikipedia researched. So I'm no historian, but I find it all very interesting, and I try my best to add in, you know, different culture things and stuff. So if anybody is at all experienced with like Irish or Celtic mythology, I'd be interested to hear what you think of him when he comes out.
J4, hi again. Thanks for showing up.
Hey.
For those without time warps, maybe increase event currency boost for tokens from the talent shop. Oh, that is a cool idea. Although you can get time warps by just rubies or event chests and opening them for more time warps, because that's what drops time warps. GSR. Is it too late to plead to put the St. Patrick's Crusader in a different slot? No comment on data mine stuff. Forces in Balance is saying, was it partially based on Cyrano's, this Tiernan? Cyrano's is one of those
Where's
Irish
that question?
gods. Cyrano's.
I don't think so. I looked a lot into the Dagda and his kids, and the general sort of myths around him. And it was all sort of like it's very surface level stuff. You know, I only had so much time because I had to do this at work when I should be drawing. Threes being a very big thing, just as a number. And this is the silver branch with the golden apples that is used to as passage into the other world. Lots of the I found the other world really fascinating because it's like it's not quite the afterlife, but it's also kind of like just the realm of the Fae and stuff like that. Yeah, so it is very much a layman's take on things, and all I can hope for is to not be offensive, basically.
100 Week was saying they prefer Greek Roman mythology. So when we released the Olympian-themed Crusader for the Summer Olympics event, they thought that's what we were going to get added.
Yodia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we could perhaps try and tap more into that. Because it's the time travel event that goes to Greece, right? Or Rome? Or both?
Oh, the Idle Time campaign?
Yeah.
They pull in some Greek stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately that's not an event.
But, like, Olympics being Greek-based, we could pull in that instead of more sports.
Maybe. I had kind of an idea for that one, but we'll see. Again, so many ideas, so little time.
Yeah. Dragon777 says, "Aw, that's a cute spider I want." It's one of the new premium Taskmasters we added to the game this week, so if you go to your shop tab, you can look at the packs that are available.
Also, thank you.
Yeah, it's a pretty cute spider.
I like spiders a lot, so.
GSR is saying, so the St. Pat's Crusader is dead on arrival. Gotcha. We'll try to make it not dead on arrival, but we do want to keep some mechanics in the same spot. Hardball UK, how about a Kelpie as a horse?
Kelpies are super cool, and I'm definitely into them. But I wanted to stick to a humanoid, mostly because this change was a little bit last minute. We had a different plan for a Crusader beforehand, and we'd already been teasing that they were going to have the angel tag, so Kelpies aren't angels. Yeah. But speaking of Kelpies, I know
Bushwhacker 2 is getting some.
Yeah, because I was talking to Georgia about them, and then she was like, I changed all my plans because I want to do a Kelpie. Kelpies are very cool. I like them quite a bit, but not this time.
Blasphemer 2016 says, what little they know of Irish Celtic myths are that they're weird and confusing even by other mythology standards. Fair point. Pastiso 5. So far, Morrigan is my favorite Crusader. The way she walks, her mad face, and the boost she provides are awesome. You guys and gals have done a very good job with her. Way to go. Aw, thanks.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
And then Scrooge McScourge followed up with +1 to Morrigan.
I'm glad she went over so well.
So, already halfway through the stream. That's pretty cool. J4. And by the way, all of those various mythologies and pop culture references in the Satyrs backstory. Great stuff. I love this in games. Cool.
Glad to hear it.
It's definitely a fun way to sneak our stuff that we like into the game, because...
Yeah. I feel like skills and stuff is where the most of it can come out as just like little nods and things. Because that's the kind of referential stuff that I'm cool with. When it's like super overt, I'm just like, it's lazy. But like little sneaky nods that like you kind of have to be in the know of the thing already to get it, those are fun.
Yeah.
And that's just personal preference.
Casadega, there's a huge sculpture of Kelpies in Falkirk, Scotland that you can see for miles. Google it because the pictures are awesome. They had mini models of them that toured Scottish cities, and when they lived in Edinburgh, they had them on George Street. The mini versions were about 1 story tall.
Wow.
So the original must be huge. Holy shit.
I will look into that.
Dryad Parker's asking, the legendary gear for Sarah the Collector is very unclear in terms of description. Will that be fixed soon or be part of an overhaul? We can take a look at the description and see if we can make it clearer. TSR, I remember you said 3 new skins will be in March. Any comment about that?
If
possible, right?
It's possible, but it won't be until at least late March.
Yeah. So I think it's still possible.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just definitely not early March, because it's already basically March.
It is March, yeah. Chase for Trace. Will there be soon some new things to buy for rubies? When we add the new skins, those can be bought with rubies, challenge tokens, or legendary catalysts, so there'll be that. But otherwise, just jewel chests for the foreseeable future. Shaba 3, make a button what disenchants all legendaries at once. That's something on our suggestion list to consider adding. We may or may not. Nestle Quick. That's a cool name. I don't have Steam. I'm installing it now, and it seems there is a 200 megabyte file to play the game. This is needed for gameplay, but not required to save progress, correct? That is stored elsewhere, i.e. not on my computer. Correct, the save is still stored on our server, so it'll be available for you to play anywhere you log into that same Steam account, just like your normal game is saved. So you can log into Kong on a browser on any computer, not just the one you have at home. So. Yeah, I'm not going to read that comment out loud.
Oh boy.
But they're saying they like how fast you are at drawing skins, essentially.
All right. Now I'm going to have to go back and see what that was about. Yeah, Oop.
Sorry.
That's okay. As I think I've said before, a character basically takes about a day. Maybe a little more depending on like animation. So, you know, we have a fairly specific system, and a lot of it was designed with speed in mind, because we are a live service company. So
with frequent updates, yeah. So more D&D tonight?
Yep. And one of my players, his sister has a very lovely dog that he occasionally has to take care of. And since we're a dog-friendly office, he's going to bring her tonight.
Ooh, and puppy D&D.
She's so lovely. She's very well behaved. I don't think I've ever heard her bark.
Nice.
Yeah. It does kind of distract all of us because we're like, oh, pet the puppy. But, you know. You got any weekend plans?
Should probably go shoe shopping, which I don't like, but it's necessary on occasion. Otherwise, I might be roped into helping my partner clean his apartment up.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's decided to rearrange, so it got messy.
Yeah.
Blasphemer 2016. You were saying how hard spiders were to draw last week, and then we get a new spider taskmaster. Did you decide to go for it, or did it just take a long time, or is this movement different from what you were talking about?
This movement's way different. He just sort of wiggles. Or I guess she. Ariadne is a lady name.
Yeah.
Anyway, and actually I drew this spider a fair while ago. We just needed, you know, time to do the extra taskmaster stuff. Yeah, it's mostly that, like, it just sort of sits and then wiggles. It doesn't actually have, like, a full walk cycle. Yeah. Like, if I don't have to animate a spider, that's fine. I like drawing them. It's animating them that's the hard part.
GSR was asking about your choices for epic versus legendary design.
Oh, at this point, I mostly just, like, you know, I do the epic. I usually do them more or less in order. And I just take the legendary up to the next level. Sometimes that means adding lots of bling. Usually it doesn't, like, change a ton. Yeah, it's just another level of rarity at this point. I kind of forget when we were first doing them. But I think it was about the same sort of idea. Golden epics are usually the one that's a fair bit different, especially if it's something that's really hard to animate or think of a way to animate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have like a specific example right now. Because I tend to just sort of do gear and then it's done and it's out of my mind.
Casadega, can the office dogs go on the weekly chat? We don't have dogs on Fridays normally.
No, it's Thursday. Didn't Faith go on the Idle Champion stream once?
She did, yeah.
So you
and
can
they
probably...
were like, how do we get her to show up on camera? Because she's a good girl and she doesn't climb on furniture.
Oh yeah, didn't Dylan pick her up for just a second?
Yeah, he had to pick her up.
So I'm sure that's in our archives somewhere.
J4. For D&D, any specific adventures, any favorite realms you go through?
Oh, well, this campaign, we are doing Dragon Heist, but set in our homebrew world. So instead of Waterdeep, it's Stormport. And instead of the yawning portal, it was the Hole in the Floor Tavern. For that group, we mostly play in our homebrew world. And that's the group that we do it as a podcast. We're called the Lore Cubby. Look us up. For them, up until like a month ago, I was DMing a Curse of Strahd campaign, which of course has to take place in Strahd's domain, but all of the characters were from our homebrew world, so there's still lots of references to it. Yeah, and then I play D&D here in the office, and all of our stuff so far has basically been in the Forgotten Realms. We did like one Eberron Adventure League one-shot a while ago. Quite a while ago, actually. Yeah, so I've mostly just played in the Forgotten Realms or a homebrew world. Actually, I've probably played in Ravenloft specifically more than anywhere else, because I've DM'd it now for about 3 months, and almost probably more than 2 years been playing in a Office Curse of Strahd campaign. We're very close to the end, but it's so hard to get everybody together. Right now it's because Dylan is away for baby.
He should be back on Monday, though, which will be weird to see him back in the office.
Yeah.
Blasphemer 2016, I got a jet. We'll catch the rest of the stream after work. Thank you to both, and thank you for the free loot and for keeping this wonderful game wonderful. Aw, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you.
Dryad Parker, I have an idea for the next Ghostbeard Greed 11th. Mutiny, all the really popular Crusaders can't be used. Oof. That would be a fun challenge for the players to try and get to the equivalent of, like, Area 3500 without Rena and Mindy and Mildred and Bruno. Oh, I like it.
You've tapped into her evil.
Pastuso 5. Besides idle games, what are your favorite video games? For me, I have a soft spot for the Final Fantasy 7 through 10-2, because I had a PlayStation and a PlayStation 2. For consoles, before I became PC Master Race. So I have repurchased those on Steam to play on Steam.
Are you excited for the 7 remake?
Could take or leave it. Looks like they've actually, like, tried to update the story. And I like the old Aki polygon art.
Fair enough. I play a lot of different kinds of games. I mostly play like indie games now. I like Metroidvania style platformers a lot. So like Hollow Knight is really good. I play Harvest Moon likes a fair bit. I'll sort of grab one and play it for months, so like Stardew Valley or My Time at Portia. I really like big open world RPGs like The Witcher 3. And I also like, story heavy RPGs like Final Fantasy 9 and 10, and Undertale is probably one of my favorite games. And then the Legend of Zelda series. Like, I play a lot of games. And Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've played Spyro and Crash. I don't really like platformers too much.
I do. I like platformers and collectathons.
And then I go for visual novels.
And,
solitaire games.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've been playing Regency Solitaire. I'm trying to get all those Steam achievements there. Random Hero. Have you guys ever thought about making all the DPS the same so there is more choices? Or is that too hard to do? But if they're all the same, would you actually change who you're using? I don't know.
Well, then I guess the choice comes down to just who you like the look of and stuff, right?
Yeah. Given there's 150 Crusaders-ish, I don't think we'd go back and make everybody the same.
No.
But we can always look into making them fresh and usable, and then as the tags fill out for like enough to put in a full formation, then we can do more tag restricted things. So you actually have to build around that tagged DPS. So that could be something. How can I turn off the music in Steam? The same way you turn off the music in the game on any platform. It's under the settings menu, and it's actually even available while you're in the tutorial, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you just need to open the settings menu and turn off the music there. It's the gear icon. I love the icons at the top under the DPS display. Abba, I started yesterday and I'm about to reset the world for the first time. My question is, through reset, do I keep chests, active skills, equipment, or does it reset too? You'll keep all the unopened chests, you'll keep all the equipment already on the Crusaders, you'll keep your trinkets, you'll keep the buff cards that are in inventory. If you've turned on any buff cards, those will be cleared by resetting the world, and all your Crusader levels will be turned into idols, and you'll be back with just the Bushwhacker on your next objective, which will be the Get to Area 100 one. And you keep your enchantment points if you... No, you don't have missions yet, sorry. XP points will be cleared as well.
And welcome to the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy your stay.
I wonder if there's someone who came due to the Reddit trending. That was so weird.
Yeah, that was just out of nowhere.
Bench, sorry if this has been asked before. Will the late March talent update include tier 7 talents, or will it only be new tier 6 ones? It will have some tier 7 talents, and it will fill in some holes in the talent tree as well. D-Tape 467. Which champion should I color in tomorrow at PAX East?
Ooh.
I think they printed everybody. Although they've just been showing us Baby Spurt, familiar colored sheets, and Archon and Krull and some Faraday.
Baby Spurt has been very popular.
Yeah, Baby Spurt's really popular. You can choose whoever is available that you want to color in. Because we've done the base 12, right? And then
did the core
C-Team and High Rollers. Oh no, the High Rollers poster. We don't have all the High Roller individuals. We did Warden?
No.
No, he doesn't have a coloring sheet yet?
No. I really want to. I basically have a list now of like standing order do coloring sheets whenever you don't have to do anything else.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, so whoever's there and whoever you want to color in.
Yeah.
Either they've got more colors of crowns this time than just the red, blue, and yellow, or people have figured out how to actually create purple and brown and green,
or
blending the colors.
Or people are bringing their own stuff.
Yeah.
Because some of those don't look like crayons.
Yeah, some of them look like markers.
Yeah. And I mean, plenty of artists go to those conventions, so it's not unreasonable to think that somebody brought like a little pencil case with them or whatever.
Ladder what will happen to Crusaders when Flash Player dies? It'll still be available to play on Steam, because that's an Adobe Air wrapper for Flash, and we'll have our own downloadable launcher from our Codename Games website that you can go play there. And if there are any browsers that will still continue to use Flash, then we'll try to host the Flash version on the CNE Games website as well. 100 Beep. When did we add Exultia, the Taskmaster? For Extra Life, back in November, so that would have been, like, I want to say November 11th, 13th, around there, because we did it a week before our Extra Life, or a few days before our Extra Life stream, so maybe a little later, near the end of November, yeah. And so for that first week, the profits from Exultia went to our Extra Life campaign, and now it's just proceeds for us, which is cool. Because I'm pretty sure most people bought it at the time, so it was a good donation for Extra Life. Scrooge McScourge. In one of the new missions from Mercy's Mix-Up, A Pox on Commercialism, the Valentine's-hating Crusaders all come together, but some of them do secretly love Valentine's. Since this event is now over, could you reveal, please, which ones do love it? I'm really curious. You're referring to the flavor text Kevin put in for that objective about some of them secretly loving it, so I'd have to ask Kevin which ones actually do love Valentine's. I'm sure there's some in the lore. Probably Sasha and Jim, because they're married in Bushwhacker too, so maybe there are a couple in Crusaders too.
I always forget that.
Yeah. Casadega, where do you see your XP on the main screen? I see the EP, and on XP it has a multiplier, but I haven't found where I can actually see the XP accumulated. I'm sure it's obvious. Yes, I'm asking all the noob questions after playing for 2 weeks. Well, once you've earned an XP point, it'll be a little 1 beside the purple and gray rune that is XP on the character on the bench, right beside the EP number, so yeah.
And don't worry about asking noob questions.
Yeah.
All questions are good questions.
Oh, it's cool. We're still getting new players.
Yeah.
I think I need to steal those for the last 10 minutes. There we go. That should be enough. Ladder will we be able to transfer our data from Congregate to Steam? Yeah, you can already do that. It's in the game under the settings menu. It's the linked accounts option. To get it to show up on Steam, you'd need to play through and finish the tutorial, and then it'll show up in the options menu, and so you generate your code on Congregate and paste it into Crusaders on Steam. Freya Attack. Is it better to level up legendaries equally or focus on the best one? Is there a site that explains the math behind the TPS? There's some fan sites and spreadsheets that help you with what legendaries you want to level up, but it is better to focus. Like, you can get everything to level 1, because that's the bonus from the talent for having legendary gear. But yeah, you'd want to focus on who your Crusaders are, like what Crusaders you have. So if you have Rena, you tend to focus on her amulet. I think they only level 1 legendary on Milgrid when they level her legendaries, because it's the only thing that boosts the Crusaders in the formation, like magic tags or something. And then like Mindy, you think you only level 2 of her 3 legendaries if you level them. So yeah, it depends on your formation. And like, he only levels Thalia's gold from Stormrider legendary, so yeah. Patuso, what exactly are the things under Queen Series seat, the yellow paws that make her move forward? I think she's sitting on a cushion, right?
She's sitting on a cushion.
So it would be tassels, and she's floating on it? Or
I think they're tassels, and she's supposed to be floating, but I'm not sure. That was
might
one.
Look like they're walking.
I think that was one Adam did, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Queen Series of Tier 1, so it would have been Adam or Alexis, yeah.
It's whatever you want it to be, honestly.
Yeah.
Your interpretation is valid.
Casadega says, thanks. I think it's because I have been resetting before 5 hours. So they'll put in a support ticket if that's not why they're not seeing the XP. Yeah, it's probably, like, if you haven't got the talent to reduce XP points to half an hour yet, because that's at max for that talent, yeah, XP points show up every 4 to 5 hours. 5 hours. So the weekend promo this weekend will be the Leap Year Madness promo, because there's a leap year this year, amazingly. It's not March tomorrow, it's still February. So it's definitely a Felian getting a buff, because that's his GE. He's the GE this weekend. And then I believe it's Washed Up Hermit, Morrigan, and who's the other two? You get... Damn it. Sorry. But yeah, it's an Aphelion Golden Epic this week. Linako's 28. The way you draw is mesmerizing.
Thank you. I'm always glad that people enjoy coming and hanging out and watching, because I really like doing this for you guys. It's a nice little break. I was looking forward to this stream all week.
Nice. Louder Jung. Suggestion, what do you think about adding raid missions like 20 Crusaders per mission, limited to 1 raid per week? So that would just be like a super big mission in the mission system? What would that reward then if you're losing 20 Crusaders for a chunk of time? Just
hard to say, but
idols maybe?
I at least think that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to use up a bunch of your Crusaders to have a big ass mission.
Yeah, everybody likes a raid. Though at first I thought you were saying rave, and I was like,
Yeah, we just put a dance party, like we make a town surrounding the campaigns, and then we just put a dance hall, and then you can just choose 20 Crusaders to go have dance animation.
Oh, Jesus.
Dance animations for everybody.
They're not built for that.
It looks like JS Random Numbers is saying it would give a idol buff for completing your raid. That's pretty cool. Ichigak. Hi, I just arrived.
Hello.
Hello, thanks for joining us. Which one of you is which? I'm Erica, and this is Kat. Bench is being nice. They're saying dance animation for April Fool's 2021. So we got a year to draw all the dance animations.
It'd be easier to like hand draw a frame by frame like cartoon of 6 seconds of dancing.
Yeah. Louder Jung is saying add a formation element to a raid to give it some strategy. Good. 100 beep. Is there an April Fool's event this year? Yeah, we should probably plan that.
I'm sure we'll do something.
If we're gonna have art needs, we should know.
Yeah.
Return of the bees. I don't think the bees will return. But yeah, we'll do something for April Fools. Oh no, chat's having nightmares again.
The bees!
Yeah.
Someone
Ragnar.
Everyone go look up that Nicolas Cage gif and pretend I posted it for you.
Hi Ragnar, thanks for joining us. Yeah, the stream is wrapping up, but it'll be available to rewatch on Twitch, and then we do upload it to YouTube every Monday at noon. So you can also just watch the video part without the Twitch chat on the YouTube, which is pretty cool. Bee swarm as a crusader. In theory, it wouldn't be very visible depending on how many bees are in the swarm. Right?
Yeah, could do a big cute queen bee. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Ichigak, will this be the next Crusader? Looks amazing.
Yeah, this is Tiernan, the next, the St. Patrick's Day Crusader.
Done in Cat's style right now, but it'll look somewhat similar in game.
Yeah, he's more chibi in game, but yeah, I was really excited to do this so I could get him more detailed and stuff, because I'm really happy with this design. I think it's a lot of fun. And it uses a bunch of like symbology from myths and stuff, which is also cool. And thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh, that would have been a nightmare. I think we made the tutorial not have the buzz stuff, but maybe not. But someone saying, imagine a new player had tried to join on that April 1st.
Yeah.
Day. Oh, yeah, poor new players.
That would have been bad.
Zodi's asking, how do you spell the new Crusader's name? Was late to the party. Tiernan, so Tiernan. I think we're forces in balance by now. Everyone should know not to try to get anything done online on April 1st. Fair point.
Yeah.
Because people do try to do April Fool's marketing stunts.
They're always so bad.
Some of them are bad. Yeah.
Hate all of them. Well, here's Tiernan. I'm very happy with him. I hope you guys enjoy him when he comes out.
Scrooge is saying, looks great. For a moment, I did think the apples were on his antlers.
Yeah, that's fair.
The stick is a little close to... Yeah, but...
Yeah.
No, just the butterflies taking a rest on the antlers.
Yeah.
Zodi saying, awesome cat, love watching you draw. And Leptimus is, I love the butterflies.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the gear butterfly is pretty cool too.
Thanks. Yeah, he's got butterflies on him in game. Just you wait. It was actually kind of a point of like debate. How many butterflies does he get? Readability is important, especially at that small size.
Yeah.
So.
Ichigak, how many artists do you guys have? 7? No, 6. No, 5.
Yeah, 5. Nick
6
is
with Bronwyn, but then Michelle's going on maternity leave. So.
Yeah. So there's Adam's the lead artist, Alexis the senior artist,
Art overlord.
yeah. Michelle,
Yourself.
Myself, yeah,
And Georgia.
And Georgia, yeah. Adam, Alexis, and Michelle work on Idle Champions. I work on Crusaders, and Georgia works on Bushwhacker. And we kind of hop over to other games if people need help or whatever. Like I've been helping out on Idle Champions for a little while. And Georgia came and helped me with Crusaders for the Valentine's event because deadlines got pretty tight. So
Yeah. And we do all this art, which is 5. Oh my god. Yeah, it's amazing sometimes.
We're good at our jobs.
Yeah. And we just aim for good. We don't aim for perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we our pipelines are configured for speed.
Yeah. So, wow, it's already 11.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up. Thank you to everyone for coming out. That's pretty cool. And thank you to Clive for taking over for Margaret to work behind the scenes today.
Mm-hmm.
Without him, this wouldn't have been as
Smooth.
Yeah, that's the word. So yeah, you can redeem the code for 2 normal jeweled chests, and weekend promo starts at noon. Event starts next Thursday, and you can get those 2 new Taskmasters, the spider and the octopus, through the promo tab. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.